Hey guys, my name is Bryce, and today I'm doing a video of my Makuta MOC in the Makuta Nightmare form. To give a sense of how massive this beast is, we're gonna take you down a bit. Great, so now we can see here is Makuta, and here's the kneecaps of Nightmare Makuta. Yeah, it's kind of insane. I'm just gonna have us fly through here, so to go over the main idea with this, I was actually inspired partially by Five Nights at Freddy's, just for having this crazy skeletal, zombie-like, robotic-like thing. It's just an amalgamation of different crazy ideas. I just wanted to go with something with a lot of teeth, and so I have kind of the top maw is very, very toothy. Some teeth maybe askew now that, you know, he's had a few falls and everything. But aside from that, just crazy teeth, a long, haggard-looking tongue, and eyes that I wanted to have out of these spheres here. Now, it's kind of hard to discern that from, you know, the sort of large eyebrows slash eyelids sort of things, and all the other stuff going around, but just having this huge head, which to compare right next to each other is taller than Akimu, all things considered. This is definitely the least sensical Makuta that I've made so far, and I think it's the last one, and I just wanted to go out on kind of a crazy tangent with this one, because this is really the only stuff I had left over to do aside from the other Makuta that I've done. I got to do a mech, and more importantly I got to do one that would involve, you know, a 3D printed mask, which I'm quite happy about. That was my first one, which I'm pretty sure will be disqualified, but in any case, that's fair enough. This is not in any way, shape, or form existing LEGO, so I can understand that. I added the Mask of Control to the one that was for the body of this, so hopefully that can count at least. And then a few other ones, so there weren't any moving parts to include in this one. I just wanted to go with look and feel of it as opposed to kind of what my everyday today kind of mocks are, essentially. So this is what I got to do. I was always curious to use Umarak's horns and everything as like these crazy parts of a rib cage, and actually use a rib cage as organs and things like that. I got to use these cylindrical, translucent pieces of plastic as lungs, and, you know, add hosing for innards and stuff, and just really go with like a crazy zombified version of something where, you know, we've seen the skull villains, but never something, you know, in this kind of haggard form. Now, I think my only gripe, of course, is that even though the fingers are this sort of similar copy of what I've done, except, you know, it's got like a nice fancy thumb, which I can pose, but I'm scared to move this guy around. The feet and the legs are lacking so much, and that's really just because I have a side project which I'm working on right now, which I can't say too much about just yet, but it basically meant that I had to save all my other parts, so I loaded up on lots of friction parts. Even though this is lighter than the previous ones I've made, it's certainly the tallest. I mean, this is just leaning against a wall here, and you can see 30 centimeters doesn't even come close to approximating how high this is. So I just wanted to go with like this crazy bipedal character, which would really make more sense in a video like this to shoot in portrait as opposed to landscape, but considering our eyes are sideways, I figured I'd stick with this format. But really, this is how far zoomed out I have to be. I even had to get a huge paper roll backdrop just to be able to fit all of this within view. I would not do this again though, just how punishing it has been to form any sort of chest cavity with whatever pieces I have left over. I could certainly redo it if I had to, but this is a good exercise in going on a crazy tangent. I've kind of executed everything else I wanted to, so this is like a last insane hurrah, essentially. But this is mostly just like for fun, and like I said before, it's a last hurrah to Makuta, because we won't get a chance to do another competition like this, as far as I know, which is sad. But it's been really fun while it lasted. And that wraps it up for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.